Hey guys, Sean here. I'm here for my review of this is my two-part review on the Batman Anthology. This part will consist of this movie and this movie. But right now I'm reviewing this one. Before I start the review, I want to share with you guys. Yeah. I have my early ticket to Batman v Superman. May not be a midnight showing, but it's about the closest I'm ever going to get to one. Hang on. Alright. There you go. Sorry about that, folks. My niece is right here next to me. Anyway, my review for Batman 89 it's a 1989 film directed by Tim Burton. It stars Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger, Robert Wall, Pat Hingle, Billy D. Williams, Michael Gove, and Jack Palance. Has a runtime of 2 hours and 26 minutes. The film is written by Sam Hamm and Warden Scarron, I think. So anyway, what do I think of this movie? Well, after the 1966 TV show, which I've only seen like maybe the first 15 episodes of, and I couldn't really get to the movie because I thought it was boring as crap. But Warner Brothers got the rights to Batman. Anyway, Warner Brothers got the rights to Batman, and they wanted to make a live-action movie, but they wanted to remove all the comedic elements of the show. And so when they got Tim Burton, Tim Burton had signed on to direct, and he kind of applied his own style to the movie. Now, I do like this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. The only problem is, for a Batman movie, it doesn't really focus that much on Batman. It's more of a Joker movie than anything. That's my only main problem with this movie. That's pretty much my main problem with all four of these movies. They focus more on the villains than they do on Batman. Which is why I like the Dark Knight trilogy better, because they focus more on Batman. Well, more or less, they focus on Bruce Wayne, but Batman is only part of the character. Anyway, basically in this movie, it's about Batman taking down a mobster named Jack Napier, who, after a chemical accident, becomes the Joker, and his evil scheme is basically to poison Gotham by using, for lack of a better term, beauty products, I guess. So Batman has to basically find out the sort of antidote to Joker's mix and bring him down. That's my best plot synopsis for this movie. So yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun. Great start to the Batman franchise, if you will. Michael Keaton's a great Batman. Jack Nicholson, he's basically playing Jack Nicholson pretty much. There's no differentiation. To me, the best Jokers are Mark Hamill from the TV show and all the Batman Arkham games, and Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight. But that's just my opinion. Kim Basinger, she does fine with what she's given. She does scream a lot. She's kind of the typical damsel in distress, but what are you gonna do? So I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's a great start to the franchise. I will now check out Batman Returns, give you my thoughts on that one, and I will see you guys when I do that video. Hey guys, I'm Sean with my review with my review of Batman Returns. So this is the 1992 movie. It is a sequel to the 1989 movie Batman. This was once again directed by Tim Burton. Stars Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer, Christopher Walken, and Danny DeVito, pretty much. Along with Pat Hingle and Michael Gove, Michael Murray, and Andrew Barnesky as well. let's see. The movie's runtime is 2 hours and 6 minutes, with a budget of $65 million. And the box office was $266.8 million. That's cool, I think. The movie was written by Sam Hamm and Daniel Waters, with apparently an uncredited rewrite, polish, whatever, by Wesley Strick. Yeah, so Wesley Strick did an uncredited rewrite, removing characters Harvey Dent and Robin, removing and rewriting the climax. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. I actually enjoy this movie, but honestly, I think the 89 one's better because, hear me out. I mean, even though I don't really care the 89 one as much, but hear me out is why I think the 89 one is better. Is because in this one, Batman isn't really... He's not the Batman we know. He's more of a murderer. He's just killing people. Basically, in this movie, Bruce Wayne has sort of... After the events of the first movie, Bruce Wayne has apparently lost all his humanity after apparently Vicky Vale has left him because, for some reason, Kim Basinger isn't in this movie. I don't know why. But, yeah. So, apparently Vicky Vale's left him. He's lost all his humanity as the Batman. He's apparently stopped hosting parties in his mansion, etc., etc., etc. And now only lives for being Batman. Also, we have 3 villains in this movie. Penguin, Catwoman, and Max Schreck, who all want something. Apparently also Tim Burton originally did not want to return to direct another Batman movie because of his mixed emotions towards the previous movie. However, Warner Brothers did attempt him back by giving him creative control under the proviso that both Penguin and Catwoman were the villains, which is understandably. In this, I have heard from other people who reviewed the movie that Bruce Wayne is basically fighting 3 versions of himself in the personality of Max Schreck, Catwoman, and Penguin. Basically, the Max Schreck represents the businessman that Bruce Wayne must pretend to be on a daily basis. Catwoman represents the vigilante that Batman essentially is, and the Penguin represents the freak that basically Bruce thinks Batman is, basically. So it's kind of interesting to have the villains tied into Bruce himself, but I don't know. I mean, a lot of stuff with the Penguin, like all the subplots and everything, like the motivations that Penguin starts, all that goes nowhere pretty much. Like, Max Schreck wants the Penguin to be mayor just so he can get his power plant started. That goes nowhere. The Penguin trying to dump all the firstborn kids in his under sewer, whatever. That plot point goes nowhere. So yeah, a lot of plot points are dropped for no reason. Bruce Wayne is barely even in this movie, just like in the first movie. This movie's more focused around the villains, again, like the first one. Danny Elfman does the score for both this movie and the last movie. And like Burton, this was the last movie he participated in. And also I forgot to mention for the first movie, hang on. Let's see. Alright. I forgot to mention with the first movie that the runtime was 126 minutes. Budget was $48 million and made $411.3 million. So yeah, and apparently the movie for the first movie was influenced by Killing Joke and Dark Knight Returns. Nice. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in there because I left it out of the first part of the review. So I mean, I like this movie, but it's not as good as the other one. And it's not as good as the Dark Knight trilogy at all either. I mean, if you guys want to see it, that's fine. I have no problems with it. But just fair warning, for a Batman movie, Bruce Wayne and/or Batman are not in this movie as much as they're supposed to be. because I think there's at least 20 minutes of Batman in the entire movie. I think I didn't really time it, but yeah. So I will see you guys in part 2 when I review the Schumacher movies. So I guess I will catch you guys later. See ya.